Hello students, I, Mrs. Madhvi Mhatre, welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. I hope all of you are doing well at home. We are studying chapter number 5, Probability. In this chapter, we have studied about probability, that means possibility. From that, we saw the meaning of random experiment. Random experiment is the experiment where we know all the outcomes in advance or all the results in advance, but we cannot predict it certainly. Okay, like when one coin is tossed, we know that either we are going to get head or tail, but what exactly we will get, that we cannot predict. So such experiments are called as what? Random experiments. Then we studied about outcomes. So the results of the experiment, they are called as what? Outcomes. For example, for one coin is tossed, head is one outcome and tail is the other outcome. When one die is rolled, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they are called as outcomes. Then we have learned about sample space. What is sample space? So sample space is nothing but the set of outcomes. And in this chapter particularly, we are going to study about finite sample space. That means the number of elements in the set are limited, we can count them. Depending upon that, we have studied or done practice set 5.1. Then we have learned about the sample space, how to write sample spaces, the tabular form, that how to write a sample space when one coin is tossed, two coins are tossed and three coins are tossed. Then for die we have learned one die, two dice. Then for cards, so all those things we have studied. And then we started with practice set 5.2. From that, question number 1 is completed in the previous lecture. Now let us go ahead towards question number 2. So practice set 5.2. I hope all of you must be ready with your textbooks and notebooks. The arrow is rotated and it stops randomly on the disc. Find out on which color it may stop. So here you can see one disc is given in the textbook, and there, here you can find 6 colors are there. Red, purple, green, blue, yellow and orange. So the arrow can stop on any one color here. That is very clear that when the disc is rotated, it will stop randomly on any one color. So we have to write down that. Okay. So let's write down the answer. What we can see here is there are total 6 colors on the disc, and those colors we can write down as a sample space. So therefore sample space AC is equal to red, orange, yellow, blue, green and purple. Go in sequence, write down all the things. From that we can say that n of S means number of sample points is equal to 6. And they have asked us find out on which color it may stop. So as you know that all these are possible outcomes, but we don't know the result certainly. So what we can say is the arrow can stop or arrow may stop on any one color out of these 6 colors. We know the possible outcomes in advance, but we don't know the answer certainly. We don't know the result certainly. Okay, so it may stop on any one color. If you have not completed, pause the video and complete it. Then you can go ahead. Now I am going towards next question. Question number 3. In the month of March 2019, find the days on which the date is a multiple of 5. And they have told you that see the given page of the calendar. So that page of calendar is given to us. And we have to find out the days on which the date is multiple of 5. Means what? The date should be 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25 and then 30. We want multiple of 5s. So you can write down those multiples first. Okay. Dates which are the multiples of 5 are what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. But see, don't get confused. They have asked us to write the days, not the dates. So you have to find out on 5th which day is there. So here on 5th you can see Tuesday is there. So we have to write the day. On 10th Sunday is there. Then on 15th Friday is there. On 20 Wednesday is there. On 25 Monday is there. And on 30 Saturday is there. So we will write down all those days as a sample space. Okay, so therefore sample space is Tuesday, C5. Then next is 10, so it's Sunday. On 15th we can say Friday. On 20 we have Wednesday. On 25 we have Monday. And on 30 we have Saturday. Okay, so the days are written by us. This is our sample space. These multiples is not our sample space. Take a note of this. So count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have 6 sample points here. That is what we have to write. They have told us to write down the sample space and the number of sample points, nothing else. Now let's go ahead. You can write down again the answer in words, that the days on which the date is will be multiple of 5 are, and then write down all the days from sample space. Okay, now let's go ahead. Question number 4 here. Form a road safety committee of 2 from 2 boys B1 B2 and 2 girls G1 G2. Complete the following activity to write the sample space. Okay, so here you know that question number 2a and question number 3a, they are activity based. So such questions, they will appear there. So here some of the things are already provided to you. Only you have to write down the appropriate answers in the boxes. Okay. So here the committee of 2 is to be formed, and for which we have to consider 2 boys B1 B2 and 2 girls G1 G2. So now here committee of 2 boys means what? Only boys should be present in the committee. So that is B1 B2. For girls we will consider G1 G2. Now here as an answer I am giving you the complete answer, so that if it appears as question also, then you can write down the answer. Okay. So committee of 2 boys B1 B2. So you can write down B1 B2 here. Then committee of 2 girls G1 G2. Since we are considering only girls. Then committee of 1 boy and 1 girl. So B1 G1, 1 point is given here. First boy and the first girl. Now we can take first boy and the second girl. So second point will be what? B1 G2. Similarly, third one will be B2 G1 and B2 G2. Okay, so here you can write down from here. Here you can write down B1 G2. Here you can write down B2 G1 and here you can write down B2 G2. And from this we have to write down sample space. Okay, so answer of this box and all these boxes. So if you write these answers correctly, then it is possible for you to write down the sample space correctly. Okay, so sample space is equal to B1 B2 here, then G1 G2, then B1 G1, B1 G2, B2 G1 and B2 G2. Okay, so in this way we have to complete it. Only we have to write down whatever is asked. Write down exactly in the same manner. Only put the rectangle around the boxes where you can find them empty, or underline the things as you can see here. So activity question, you have to copy exactly as it is. Okay, put rectangles around all the empty boxes and all. So you have to do in the same manner. You cannot change the pattern here. If you are not drawing boxes and all, you will lose your marks. So take a note of this. Now let's go ahead. Okay, so now we will see the important concept of event. The outcomes which satisfy the given condition is called as what? Event. Okay, so here Event means what? A condition which is given to us. So the outcomes which are satisfying the particular condition, they are called as what? Favorable outcomes. For example, when you are playing, suppose Ludo, and you want 6 to appear on the dice, and then if it 6 appears, then what you will say? That it was a favorable outcome for me. Okay, so here a set of the favorable outcomes is called as event, and this event is also a set. Event also we will write in the form of the set, and that set is a subset of sample space. Okay, so a set of favorable outcomes of the given sample space is called as event, and event is always a subset of sample space. That means while writing the event, we are going to think only about the sample space. We will write down the sample points from the sample space only. Now here, for writing events, we use capital alphabets like A, B, C and D. Just take an example that suppose 2 coins are tossed. So for 2 coins are tossed, you know that you are having 4 outcomes or 4 sample points. HH, HT, TH and HTT. Okay. And if A is the event of getting at least one tail, at least one tail means what? Minimum one tail, more than one also is allowed. Then we can write down that event like this as a set. That here you can see only one tail is there, so TH and HT. But both the tails are also allowed because at least it is given. So 2 also are allowed. So that is why TT also is there. So here we have 3 sample points. And from this, the number of elements of this event A, we can write as N of A. You know that in 9th standard we have studied the chapter sets, and there we have seen that the number of elements in the set are written in this way. N of A means number of elements in that particular set. But now here we are going to use the word event. The number of elements in this particular event, they are N of A. And therefore we can say that here in this case, N of A is 3. So here what we have to do is we have to write down the outcomes, that means sample space of the given random experiment, and then some events will be provided to us. So we have to write those events, write down set of that event, and then we have to write down sample points. Okay. So now let's start with the next practice set, that is practice set 5.3. So in practice set 5.3, see what is the question given is write sample space S and number of sample points Ns for which the following experiment for each of the following experiments. Also write events A, B, C in the set form and write N of A, N of B, N of C means number of the sample points in those events. Okay. So here the first experiment is given as one die is rolled. So when you write down the answer, always you have to write down the experiment first. In hurry, you are not writing experiment and you start writing sample space, which is wrong. What is the experiment, and from that you are writing the sample space. So always keep habit of writing the experiment first, then you will write sample space, then you will write N of S means number of sample points. Then from question you will write down this event in words. Then you will write down the set A, and then you will write N of A. Again set B you will copy down as it is from the question in words. If you are not doing so, then your marks will be deducted. Okay. Simply you cannot go on writing sets and sets everywhere. You have to write down the statements at appropriate places to get full marks of that question. Okay. So see here there are 3 events given: even number on the upper face, odd number on the upper face, and prime number on the upper face. Okay. So let's start with the answer. Okay, so as I have said, first you will write down the experiment. One die is rolled. Now you can write down sample space S is equal to. So when one die is rolled, we know that there are 6 surfaces, and on those 6 surfaces we have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Or we have the dots. 1 dot means 1, 2 dot means 2. Okay, so the dice is generally having the red color dots, but we know that they denote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, so we are going to write numbers only. So sample space is this. Always write it like this, capital S, then write down equal to sign, and in brace bracket you are going to write down all the elements or all the sample points separated by comma. Take a note that here you cannot repeat the element. It is against the rule of writing set. So please be very careful while writing sample space. So we can write down from here that now sample space is this. Therefore, number of sample points, that is n of AC, is equal to 6 because 6 elements we have here. Now let's go towards the very first event, that is event A. Event A is what? Even number on the upper face. So think of the even numbers from sample space only. So in sample space we have 2, 4 and 6 as even numbers. So that we have to write as set A. So set A is equal to, in brace brackets, 2 comma 4 comma 6. Okay, so we have these 3 elements here. And since we have 3 elements, we can write down n of A is 3. That much only is asked us about event A. Now let's go towards event B. Event B is what? Odd number on the upper face. So we will think of odd numbers now. So odd numbers are about 1, 3 and 5. So those numbers we will write in the set form, that therefore set B is equal to, inside the brace brackets, 1, 3 and 5. Again we have 3 sample points. So n of B is 3. Next, event C. Prime number on the upper face. So find out prime numbers here. You know that 1 is neither prime nor composite. So you will start with 2. 2 is prime number, 3 is prime number and 5 is prime number. So we can write down all these elements in set C. So C is a set where we have elements 2, 3 and 5. Again you will find that there are 3 sample points and therefore n of C is equal to 3. So that much only is asked to us. So read the question carefully and go on writing. Don't forget to write down the events as a statement. It is very, very important. Now let's go ahead towards next question. 2 dice are rolled simultaneously. Event A. The sum of the digits on upper faces is multiple of 6. Event B. The sum of the digits on the upper faces is minimum 10. Event C, the same digit on both the upper faces. Okay, so again 3 events are given in the question itself. It is given that you are provided with 3 events. You have to write down those events and you have to write down number of sample points in those events. Okay, now let's go ahead with the answer. So first write down the experiment, that is 2 dice are rolled simultaneously. You have to write from question only as it is. Afterwards, you have to write down sample space. Now 2 dice. On one die we have 6 surfaces and on second die also we have 6 surfaces. So you know that here we have 36 sample points. When we have seen the sample spaces in the beginning, that time also I have discussed this. So here you can write down the sample space S now as, see, as I have told you that you have to make use of 6 lines here. So in the very first line you will do the brace bracket and then you will write down first 6 points. Okay, so 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 and 1 6. That means on the first surface 1 and second surface 1, Then first surface we have kept constant 1 1 everywhere, and only the second surface we have changed 2 3 4 5 and so on. Then the next line here we have to write for 2. For the first die we will write 2 everywhere, and for the second die again 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then similarly we will write for 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, so in this way in 6 lines we will write down the sample space. Don't go on writing till end, write it like this only. You will find that in textbook also it is given the same manner. Also, brace bracket you have to write one at the beginning, that is in first line, and one at the end in sixth line. Don't write it everywhere. Okay, then it will indicate that you are writing different sets. It is only one set with 36 sample points. So here we can write down, therefore n of s is 36. Okay, now let's see the events. First event, that is event A. The sum of digits on upper faces is multiple of 6. Multiple word when comes, you have to say table of that number. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18 and so on. Okay, so we want the sum to be multiple of 6. What we can find here is the minimum sum here is 1 plus 1 2, and the maximum sum is 6 plus 6 12. So in this case, for multiple of 6, we will consider 6 and 12. That means sum of the digits should be either 6 or 12. And from that, we can write down the sample space. Okay, like this. See, we want 6 or 12. So see here, 1, 1, 2, then here you will get 3, 4, 5. Here you will get 6. So 1, 5. This is first sample point. Then from second line, we are getting here 2 and 4 is 6, so write down that point. In third line we have 3 and 3, so write down that point. In fourth line we have 4 and 2, then we have 5 and 1 where the sum is 6. Afterwards the sum is more than 6 everywhere. Finally we will write 6 and 6 because we have to directly consider 12. After writing about 6 we are going to write about 12. So 6 6 will be the last sample point here. So in this way, from every row we are getting one sample point. See, 1 5, 2 4, 3 3, 4 2, 1 1. See how we have moved here diagonally. Can you see it? And then finally here now no sample point is present. The last one, that is 6 6. Okay. So in this way 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 we have 6 sample points. So we can write down n of a is equal to 6. Okay. Now let's go towards the next event, event B. So event B is what? The sum of the digits on the upper face is minimum 10. Minimum 10 means what? 10 or more. Okay, so just now I told you that the minimum sum in this case is 2 and maximum is 12. Okay, so here we can have three numbers like 10, 11 and 12. The sum of the numbers should be 10, 11 and 12. Now if you see the rows from the sample space, then you will find that in the first row the last number is 1 6, means the last pair is 1 6, so 1 plus 6 is 7. Then in the second row it is 2 6, the sum is 8. Then in the third row it is 3 6, the sum is 9. So no element from first three rows will appear here. We want the sum minimum 10. Okay, so here the first point which is going to appear is 4 6. From the fourth row the last point, last sample point, 4 6. Then in the fifth row we have 5 6, 5 5 and 5 6. See, 5 plus 5 10 and 5 plus 6 is 11, because we want 10, 11 and 12. Then come to last line now. So there we have 6 4, 6 5 and 6 6. Okay. So in this way again we got 6 sample points here. So we can write down n of b is equal to 6. Then event C, the same digit on both the upper faces. That means 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So all the diagonal elements you will find from the sample space. So here both the places we should have same number or same digit. So the sample points are 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. One from each row. Again here we have 6 sample points. So we can write down n of c is equal to 6. Okay. So in this way we have to write down the events in words, then we have to write down set, and then we have to write down number of the elements present in that particular set or particular event. Okay. Now let's go ahead towards the next sum. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously. Condition for event A to get at least 2 heads. At least 2 heads means what? More than 2 or so are allowed. Condition for event B to get no head. Condition for event C to get head on the second coin. Okay. Now let's start with the experiment. So write down the experiment first. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously. And from that we can write down the sample space. Okay. So let us start with the answer. 3 coins are tossed simultaneously. Therefore, sample space S is equal to. Okay, so S you can write in this way always for 3 coins to avoid the mistakes. And there what you have to do, it is very easy for you to write down the sample space of 2 coins are tossed. That is, see, you can find here. I will make use of the pen to understand better. See, here HH, HT, TH and TT. This is the sample space for 2 coins are tossed. Okay, you can write it very easily. HH, HT, TH and TT. So for 3 coins, what you have to do is you have to copy down that same for 2 times. Got it? See, you will find that these are exactly same. See, HH, HT, TH and TT. So copy down it twice. Then for 3 coins, what you have to do is simply in the first line, write down H in front of that everywhere. Okay, the first one you have to change. See, everywhere you will find H here in the first line. And in the second line, you have to write down T 4 times. Okay. So this way you can write down the sample space of 3 coins very easily without doing any mistake. Or the second method is to write this is, I will rub this so that you will understand it better. One more way to write it. What you do, you write down H 4 times here like this and 4 T times. T you write down 4 times. So in the first line write down H keeping a space and down you write down 4T. 4H and 4T. Then for the second one what you do, you write down H here 2 times. See 2H, then write down 2T. Similarly here 2H, see, and 2T. You can see this. Then write down HT, 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 HT everywhere. Okay. So what you can say is in the first line you can write down H 4 times first. Then in the second line you can write down T 4 times keeping the space. Then afterwards to the second place you can write down H 2 times, then T 2 times. Similarly down again H 2 times, T 2 times. And then the third place HT, 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 HT. So any one method you can follow. Either you write down the sample space of 2 coins 2 times and then Write down H 4 times in front of that and T 4 times here down. Or as I have said, write H 4 times, T 4 times, then H 2 times, T 2 times, H 2 times, T 2 times, then HT, 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 and so on. Okay, so you can follow any method. Now from this we can write down number of sample points as 8. N of AC is 8. Now let's see the first event here. Condition for event A. As I have said, you can write down it exactly as per the question. To get at least 2 heads. At least 2 heads means what? Minimum 2. More than 2 also are allowed. Means 3 heads also are allowed. So write down the sample points where you will find 2 or more heads. So like here you have 3H. So it is allowed. So this is first sample point. Then these. Then this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And here the fifth one. Okay, so here we have all these fourth ones, I'm sorry. So four sample points. See, HHH, you can write in any sequence, no doubt. Then HHT, HTH and THH. Here what I have done is, first I have written for 2 heads and finally I have written for 3 heads. You can write down this HHS in the beginning also. You know that in set we can write down in any order. So here we have these 4 sample points where we have 2 or more heads. Now let's go ahead towards the next condition of event B and then write down the number of sample points always. So event B is what? To get no head. No head means only tail. So you have to find out the sample space where H is not present. Only tail we want. So here we have only one sample point, that is T, 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 and therefore N of B is 1. Third one now, condition for event C. To get head on the second coin. The middle one shows a second coin. So you have to find out all the sample points where you have H in the middle. Okay, like first one, second one. See, this will not do because we don't want T, we want H. So first one, second one, then this fifth one, sixth one. Okay, so first, second, fifth and sixth. You can find that here H is on the middle coin. So all these are the 4 sample points: HHH, HHT, THH and THT. And therefore we can write down that N of C is equal to 4. Okay. So we have completed these 3 questions. Now remaining questions of this particular practice set we will discuss in the next lecture. So students, today I am stopping here. All of you, please go through all the solved examples in the textbook and try to understand them also. They are also equally important. Okay. So thank you students.